Facebook has had a very big problem with a thumbs up. It's like this, like that, like everything. And I have no problem with, liking things that are likable. But it's like you put a status on there, I've got cancer. I like this. What kind of message you said is like, hey, I'm glad you got cancer. Congratulations. Not everybody can get cancer, but you got lucky.
I like all your bad news posts.
They're not building a dislike button, however. They are working on an empathy button. And Mark Zuckerberg said in a video that they're working on this, and it says it's a lot more complicated than, just throwing it up there, which you wouldn't think it'd be all that complicated, but it is. And I have to say this. Nothing against Mark Zuckerberg, but he has the squeakiest voice I've ever heard. I'm sorry. And when it comes to squeaky voices, I listen to myself every show, and I know squeaky voices when I hear them.
You think with all that money, he'd buy himself a manly voice.
Yeah, no shit, right? And just someone come in and speak everything off the, like Milli Vanilli. But he says that don't hold your breath for the dislike button. He says that he explicitly said that's not what Facebook is building. And that's a great idea. That if you have if someone's post, hey, I've got cancer. Hey, I feel for you. I just like, but I'm not going to put a down rate button on here, which is kind of something that they've been needing for quite some time. Joe, your thoughts?
I would downvote everything you posted, except the bad news. I would upvote that. Kind of like I already do on YouTube.
Yeah. No, you.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, the news broke on this, and the story went all over Facebook. Everybody was sharing links to this and that and the other. And the first links I saw looked like bullshit links. I didn't recognize the sources, so I went and I Googled it, and I found the story was being reported by like BBC, Time, ABC News, a whole bunch of like actual legitimate sources. So I was like, okay. But then I was in some group, and somebody posted the link, and then 5 minutes later they posted a follow-up link to it, and they said, wow, I just had to debunk my own link. And they posted a link. It was the first one I saw where it said it's not really a dislike button, it's more of an empathy button.
Right.
And they actually quoted the quote from Zuckerberg that you mentioned just now. And I was like, oh, so it's not a dislike button. It's some other thing. Like maybe when you make a post, it'll be like, do you want to have a like button, a I'm sorry button, or a nothing button, like
right.
no button. Maybe it'll be like that. Who knows what it's going to look like.
Right.
But yeah, so I turned around and I shared that link up saying like, oh, so it's not a dislike button. Right. And people started chiming in like, oh, it's just a conspiracy, blah, 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 blah. And people were like, no, but I saw it on the news. It's true. I'm like, did you even read this article?
Now, I'm looking at the video from TechCrunch, actually. It's actually just a GIF. It's just a replay of what he's doing. And he's doing this number over and over again. It looks like he's trying to grab his own cock. I'm just saying.
I would like the shit out of that.
I know he's trying to make the down thing there, but they just have it looping, and it just looks ridiculous.
If they put a thumbs down button on Facebook, then a lot of gladiators are going to die. So they have to take that into account. Like when he said it was more complicated than that, they have to take into account like the possible deaths in arenas, and
Oh right, yeah. Oh, and the thing is, all those people say, pray for me and thumb up and like this if you want my healing to get better. And then, of course, now everybody's got to thumb down that one. Just the atheist.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Like Jesus will cure this kid's cancer if he gets 10,000 likes. He's got like 50,000 downvotes.
Jesus is looking at it and goes, I guess I have to kill this bastard. He had 50,000 downvotes. Nobody likes this kid, apparently.
A downvote button on Facebook would just totally change the dynamic of everything. Like if people don't get into arguments enough already as it is, like if you had the ability to downvote something and you could see who downvoted it and be like, that son of a bitch. Like, oh, I thought you meant... No, you didn't.
I meant to click the other one. I'm sorry. It was an accident. Actually, you know what? I've actually done that on videos. I went to click the like button on a video on YouTube, and I did accidentally hit the dislike button. I was like, oh shit! I unchecked that, and I checked the other one right away. So, it does happen. It does happen.
Right. Yeah. And I do that to your videos, except I don't unclick it.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I just leave it.
And of course, then you get on there. You fuckers need Jesus. So
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Y'all fuckers need Jesus.
Torvin from the chat room said, I had someone I was arguing with concede all my points, then block me, and then continued the argument with other people. I've had people do that. It's like, yeah, that's kind of asinine. It's like, oh yeah, I agree with you. You won the argument. I'm gonna fucking block you because you beat all my arguments. And I'm gonna go back to these people that agree with me. Very, very dishonest, I think. Connie, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's more like you're saying. It's more of a "I'm sorry" button. They're trying to figure out all the different ways, the permutations that they can have it, so it doesn't mess with their algorithms. I don't know. For myself, I just look at it and I go, well, when I'm on Facebook, I realize it's supposed to be a more positive experience rather than the comment sections on YouTube videos. And I just look at it and I go, well, if I don't like something, I don't hit like on a post on Facebook. And if I want to say I'm sorry, I'll go ahead and I guess I'll combine the like button with a empathetic comment. And if I really disagree with somebody, a lot of times if I can't ignore it, I'll just flat out post a response and just say I disagree with you.
Yeah.
And if they don't like that, they can block me. They can unfriend me. That's fine. But yeah. I don't know. But we have needed something. I don't know. Facebook is supposed to be this really happy, positive place, and I run into that a lot. And I go, yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of stuff that happens out there, and I think it's important to talk about it. So,
by the way, there, speaking of Facebook real quick there, Facebook forced me, took my Packard Sonic name off of there.
Yep.
So and they wanted a real name, so I made one up. I made up a real name.
Mark Zuckerberg,
right.
That was already taken.
No, that was already taken. So I have it on there as John Smith. My name is nowhere near John Smith. So those are real names. What they consider
Steve.
It's not Steve.
Methinks thou dost protest too much. Maybe it's a clever ruse.
It's a clever ruse on my part. No, I'm just letting people know that because I like on something. It's like, hey, way to go, John. Thanks, John. It's like, fuck, my name's not John. It's Packard. It's just, hey, I had to give him a fucking fake. I had to give him a real name, so I gave him a real name. It's not my real name, but it's a real name. There are John Smiths out there, aren't there? So.
By the way, Torvian, I'm sorry. I apologize. He says, he's quoting me, Facebook is supposed to be this happy, positive place. I have never wanted to delete my account more.
Apparently, Dawkins Dog had somebody block him after reporting his post and then got him banned for 3 days. Damn.
Oh, God.
That's fucking retarded. That's downright fucking evil. They can't win the conversation. I'm going to report you.
I'm in a troll group on Facebook, and one of the tactics is to gang report people for having a fake name.
Oh, nice.
We've gotten quite a few people booted off Facebook.
I posted right on my Facebook, says, by the way, everybody, this is not my real name. I will not give Facebook my fucking real name. Not on this account. Not a chance.
They don't need that.
They don't need it. No, they don't.
I don't see why they do.
No. There's no reason for them to have it, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, did you see? Oh, Dawkins Dog, though, posted something back here a little bit. As far as a button, they need a hands in prayer.
Oh, yeah, hands in prayer button to show that you're doing nothing but you want to feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Or you could just, you know what? Instead of hands in prayer, just a picture of a brain getting masturbated. Because that's what it is. It's mental masturbation.
Oh, goodness.